Hey James, if you could keep me anonymous, that'd be great. On a work trip to Japan 3 years ago, I stumbled into a girls' bar in Ueno. A girls' bar, you say? Ooh. Arrrr. I've actually never been to a girls' bar. If you guys know what a girls' bar is, though, these types of services, these types of businesses are plentiful here in Japan. They have girls' bars, kiabakura, which is short for cabaret club. They have the maid cafes. They have, like full on women of the night sex services, girls' bars, maid cafes, kiabakura. None of that is actually sex. It's basically like for a girls' bar, for example, what this gentleman here is talking about. Basically, you go and you pay by the hour to have a cute girl sit across the bar from you. I believe it's like one-on-one, or maybe it's like one girl per like a group or whatever. And they're cute and they're flirty and they're charismatic. And usually they are dressed in revealing clothing. Basically, they're there trying to get you to fall in love with them so you spend more money. In a sense, it's kind of like just bartenders in the States or wherever. I mean, they try to be charismatic. They act like they give a fuck about you to get you to spend more money. And if it's a woman or if it's a guy too, they try to look their best. They maybe wear the clothes that accentuate their body. They got their curves showing. They put on a smile. They wink at you. Because you might think, man, I actually got a chance with this girl. I actually got a chance with this guy. The customers throw money at you if you are the bartender, the cute girl, or a dashing, handsome lad like me. I actually talked in one of my videos, I talked about a time where an older woman was coming to the restaurant where I used to work. She came in with her family even, and was hitting on me, flirting with me, eventually ended up sending me creepy messages, trying to get me to have sex with her while her husband watched from the closet, which was super, super creepy. But she gave me like a really big tip, clearly trying to get my attention. And this has happened many times. I've worked in restaurants for like 8 to 9 years, being a server, working kind of behind the bar at times. And if there's someone who's really interested in you, they try to get your attention by throwing money at you. And this is exactly what happens. The maid cafes, the what do you call it? The kiabakura here in Japan, even like the women of the night, the real like sex services, their customers keep spending money on them because they think like there's a chance that this girl might fall in love with me. Anyways, let's read the rest of the email. This guy goes, stumbled into a girls' bar in Ueno, had a great conversation with one of the women there. And to be honest, every time that I've heard of a guy going to a girls' bar, pretty much every time, they say the same thing. They're like, dude, I had a great conversation. The girls there were so cool. Like, it really, you go there thinking they're just going to be sluts. They're just going to be thoughts and really annoying and yappy. But actually, they had like really, really good conversation with me. And they seemed like they were really into me. They're really cool people. Whoa, dude, no way. It's almost like that's their job and they do that and they practice that every day. Anyways, he goes, sorry. He goes, I left totally head over heels for her. I'll shut the fuck up now and just read the email, okay? God damn it. I left totally head over heels for her. I recently returned to Japan, hoping to see her, but I missed my chance as the bar was closed. It's wild, but after all this time, I still think about her. I wish I could talk to her again, even though I kind of know that it would never amount to anything. Still, though, I want to shoot my shot if I get the chance. Next year, I plan on going back to Japan for vacation. Do you think there's any hope for a foreign guy, like me, to go on a date with a girl from a girls' bar? Or is my head too far in the clouds? And then he adds a pic of the girls' bar. This is what it looks like. You should check it out. Yeah, anyways. Brother. I'm going to try my best to not be a douchebag and not talk to you like you were born yesterday, but you're kind of giving me the vibes that you were born yesterday. Now, we've all been there at some point. We've all been there. You're at a bar. You are at a girls' bar. You're at a maid cafe. You are at some type of establishment, at some type of business where you are paying money to someone, and their job is to get you to pay more money. And the way that they do that is making you think that they're actually interested in you, making you think that you actually have some type of chance with them. And it just compounds. It's basically the ability to kind of put on a front, to maybe deceive people when you factor in Japan's culture, the tatemae culture. I've heard people say before that if you're coming from the West, you have to think of it like this. People in Japan, they always have their customer service attitude on. Like that is their default personality, even if they're not actually working in customer service, even if you're just out in public, meeting someone, making a friend. And it takes a while until they actually let that customer service attitude, the tatemae, down, and you see the honne, you see their real personality. And so when you factor that in with also the fact that this girl is basically what she's doing is getting guys to fall in love with her and spend more money. That's how she makes her living. And she's probably really good at that because she's been doing it for a long time, and she does it with 10, 20 dudes every single day, flirts with them, gets them to spend their money, gets them to think that they actually have some type of chance with her, and they keep going back and spending more money. And I guarantee you, you are just one of those 10, 20, even 50 guys that thinks they have some type of chance with her and is going to go back for another chance to meet her again. You don't know where else you can meet her, so you go to the bar, you spend some money on her. Guess what? She just makes more money, and she continues deceiving you just like that. If you guys know anything about hosts in Japan are a big thing, the host clubs. There's actually a documentary called Osaka Koi Dorobo. It's like Osaka Love Thief. And the hosts do the same thing here. It's these guys, and they even say explicitly in the videos that they sell a dream that isn't real to the girls who go in there, and they think that they're going to get married to these guys. They think they actually have some type of chance to fall in love and have a happily ever after marriage with these host guys. But they're just super charismatic. There's actually a game plan. There's a strategy. They teach each other. They coach each other how to trick people, how to deceive people, how to lie. And people fall for it over and over and over again and continue sinking their money into these hosts who actually really don't give a fuck about them. And you'll see it in these videos. You'll watch this guy talking to like 3, 4, 5 different girls in a day. And every single time that he's talking to one of the girls, you're like, wow, like if I didn't know better, I would think they're in a relationship. This guy looks like he's so into her. And the girls believe in it, and she's got the googly eyes. And as soon as the girls leave, most of the time, the guy will like look at the camera, or he'll be like back behind scenes, and there'll be like a video, and he'll be like, oh, I fucking hate that bitch. I hope she never comes back. And it's just like, wow, holy shit. When the mask comes off, it's so different, completely different person. I know as someone who's worked in the service industry for years and years and years, even myself, you have to put this customer service attitude on. And there were a lot of like girl regular customers that I had at this restaurant. I was working in a steak restaurant for a while. Girls and guys that I just didn't really matter about the sex. It was just people that I kind of thought were annoying or whatever. But I mean, naturally, that's my job, and I'm trying to make good tips. And I'm also just trying to like not piss off the managers and the owners of the restaurant, not turn the customers away. So I'll just kind of act nice and friendly and remember little things about them. And then they come back and they give me better tips, and that's how it goes. And like, are you kidding me, dude? If I was a hot girl with a huge ass and fat titties, and I could show that off a little bit, do you know how much money I'd be making? Flaunting that shit around, kind of flirting with some guys, maybe give a guy a wink here and there, and see how much money I can get. All the customers and I see it every single day. All the beautiful girls that I worked with at these bars, at these restaurants, they do that. And I mean, like, hey, I can't say that I wouldn't do it if I was a girl too, but they're simply just working, and you have to remember that. And I've heard that same story over and over and over again with guys here in Japan, with foreign friends of mine as well. I literally, this is not an exaggeration. I have 2 foreign friends, swear to God, this is a true story. 2 foreign friends who came from America, and they both wanted like women of the night. They wanted to do like the sex thing. And I believe just by coincidence, they went to like the same service, and they both got hooked up with the same girl. From what it sounds like, how they described it to me. And these guys didn't talk to each other. They don't hang out or anything. Like, it was 2 separate times, and both of them told me the same thing when they got back. They were like, I'm pretty sure that girl was in love with me. And they said all of the same shit that this girl said. And I was like, wow, she said the exact same thing to my last friend who went to that same place. I guarantee you it was that same girl. And and either way, like both of them are like, man, I gotta go back there. I gotta go back there. Like, yeah, she just fucking got you hook, line, and sinker, boy. She's reeling all that money in. And you know how many other guys she's probably doing that to? There was this dude that I met outside of Nakano Station one time, and he was telling me that he frequents girls' bars, maid cafes, stuff like that. And I was like, why do you do that? Like, these girls aren't interested in you. Like, why don't you just like attempt to go get a real girlfriend? And he was like, no, like I can get a real girlfriend. I can get a real girlfriend from these girls' bars. And I was like, how do you know that? And he's like, well, I got one of their Instagrams. And I was like seriously? Like, bullshit, like show me. He's like, if she wasn't interested in me at all, she wouldn't give me her Instagram. And I was like, okay. And he showed me her Instagram, and she's following like 2,000 people. And like probably at least like 1,000 of those people are just other guys that she gives her Instagram to that go there and there are her customers, just so she can make them think, okay, they might have some type of chance with her again. She's dragging you along, man. She's stringing you along, brother. How do you not see that? But I know how hard it is as someone who's like in love, or maybe you haven't had attention from women before. I know how hard it is to snap out of that. It's almost like one of those things where like you just can't learn by someone telling you. You have to go through it. You have to be heartbroken. You have to realize somehow at some point that it's never going to happen. And that's how you learn. Like, you can't have your boy tell you, even like, you know, your boy gets his first girlfriend. He's getting coochie for the first time. And he's like, bro, I love this girl, man. She's my wifey. That's my boo. And you're like, bro, that girl's like covered in red flags, bro. And he's like, what? What are you talking about? And he has just like no idea. And then eventually one day it all comes crashing down. And he's like, okay, wow, I can't believe I believed that shit back in the day. Wow. I mean, I've been there too. Can't really blame you. I'm not going to not try to convince you otherwise. I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, bro, go for it. Spend all your money on this girl. Go to this girl's bar and throw a bunch of money at this girl and get tricked by her. No, like, don't do that, bro. Don't do that. And if you think about it even more, it's like, why would you want to? I know it's so hard to think rationally when you're in love or you think someone is the one for you. But that's exactly the problem. Thinking that there is one girl for you, especially on the other side of the planet, you don't live in Japan. Already a huge red flag. Not even red flag. What do you call that, though? Just like obvious problem. You don't live in this country. You don't share a culture with this girl. Two huge problems. I mean, you don't even live in this country, bro. Like, what else are we even talking about? And huge red flag that she is working in a service where every single day she is getting paid to flirt with guys and to trick guys into thinking that they have a chance with her. Every day, like I'm just telling you straight up, I'm not even trying to be a douchebag. I'm not trying to poison the well here. I'm telling you just straight up what it is. I've been in this culture for 3.5 years now. I have plenty of friends who frequent these girls' bars. I know what it's like, kind of. There are a bunch of guys going there every single day. Most of the customers are regulars. They think they have some type of chance to actually fall in love with this girl, and she'll fall in love with them. They're attempting to touch her every day. They are touching her every day. They're sending her creepy messages on Instagram every day. They're jerking off to her every day. Legit. They're stalking her. Stalking is a real problem in Japan. And especially for a girl who is putting herself out there in the position to get stalked, her job is making guys fall in love with them. Girls who like don't even have anything to do with that here get stalked like all the time, like really normally. Stalked, followed home, creepy videos. What do they call it? Tousatsu, which is like, what do you call that? Voyeurism. Voyeurism is a real problem in Japan. And knowing how big of an issue that is here in Japan, like what girl in their right mind would want to put themselves in the position to encourage that? And then you got to think, like, that's such a huge red flag. Why would you want to get into a relationship with a girl like that? And like I said, I know it's difficult if maybe you haven't had other beautiful women be interested in you before, charismatic women be interested in you before. But you just have to look at the facts, bro. That is not something that you should get involved with if you're not already involved with it. What, why would you be going toward that? This girl has written all over her, caution tape all over her, and written all over her is, stay the fuck away from me. This is going to be a problem. Lives on the other side of the world, doesn't share the same culture as you. Already two huge problems. Wouldn't recommend trying to get over those hurdles unless like it's a perfect situation. This is far from perfect. This girl's covered in red flags. Her job is to flirt with guys. Every single day she's going to have guys following her around, creeping on her, sending her creepy messages, and she is willingly putting herself into that position. That's not the type of girl that you want to spend the rest of your life with. I guarantee you it's not. So the remedy for this, and I guess one of the remedies, probably the main remedy, would be to do something where you can increase your sexual market value. Probably going to be like learning game, learning social skill. And I almost try to avoid using the word game just because people misunderstand it all the time. When people say game, like dating game, they think that means like you're playing games, you're lying to people, you're being manipulative. It's not. When people say game, it just means basically like learning social skills, being a charismatic person, learning how to be honest with people, learning how to be funny, learning how to date, basically. So learn how to do that, whatever it be. You may have to start from square one and just gain confidence by going to the gym. And going to the gym, it doesn't give you confidence by getting muscles, because everybody knows muscles aren't what attracts women. It's the confidence, it's the discipline that comes from going to the gym. It's developing your character. That's actually of more utility to you than just like getting muscles. Although, I mean, that is somewhat important as well. Whatever it be, go to the gym, join some type of club, join some type of fighting sport, gain some confidence, be around men, learn how to socialize, learn how to fucking tell people to fuck off. Go on plenty of dates with girls, get rejected, learn what girls like and don't like and how to date them. Or not what girls like and don't like, I should rephrase that. What girls respect and don't respect. Because whether girls like you, that doesn't matter so much. It's more about like what they respect. And girls can say, I don't like you, I don't like you. I've posted videos about this before. Like girls in Japan will say, I don't like you. And then, how do I say this? Trying to be more mature with my wording. I still got the job done, we'll say. I still got the job done, even though they said to my face they didn't like me. So, whatever it be, you have to increase your sexual market value. I mean, it's a topic for a different time. So, you can get other girls interested in you, and you realize there isn't such thing as just one girl for you, because when there is only one girl for you, she might have all of these red flags, and then you are condemned to a life of misery with someone who is going to be raising your kids, is going to be living in the same house, sleeping in the same bed as you until you're dead. And odds are that's not someone that you want to do all of that with. They're going to cause problems. They're going to likely have infidelity issues, likely be playing all types of games. Like I said, if a girl makes her income through that type of service, that's a red flag. That's generally not someone that you would want to spend the rest of your life with. Now, does that mean that she's a terrible person? Does that mean that she is worth nothing as a human being? No, of course not. Does that mean that she is irredeemable and she can't change? No, of course not. But why would you not want to find the best option for yourself when we're talking about something as serious as meeting your mate to raise your kids and spend the rest of your life with? So not only do I not think there's any chance that you can actually seriously date this girl, brother, I also don't think that you should want to. So please, for the love of God, stay away from that. There are way better dating options. Like I said, it's a topic for a different time a little bit, but it's a pipe dream, and it's not even something that you should want to do anyways. Don't be falling in love with girls at maid cafes, girls bars, kyabakura, sex workers. It's just not the best ROI, I would say. So that's my advice. Thanks for emailing me, brother. Hope somebody found some type of benefit in this video. My name's Young James, guys. Thanks for watching. Check out the description below for all of my links if you guys want to donate to support the channel. If you guys want to join my Discord, send $5 to the Ko-fi. If you guys just want to send me a video topic, email me youngjamesYT@gmail.com or send me a message on Instagram. Follow me, guys. Young James on Instagram, YUNGJAMEZ. All right, peace out. Take care.